Hello and welcome to CKE 10,001's gaming channel. In this video, we'll be looking at my Ayakashi Triangle 8-gate English edition deck profile. So at level 0, I'm running 3 copies of Feminine Side Matsuri. It has an on-play effect where you can discard a climax to salvage a character, and has another effect where at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase you can pay 1, put the top card of your deck into your clock, return this card to your hand to choose one of your other Omiko City characters and return it to your hand to help you plus early. And then 3 copies of the Chibi Yayoi. On the turn it's played, you can, when it attacks, you can pay 1, pitch 2 to search your deck for 2 Omiko City characters. So it kind of helps set up your combo immediately. Gets you the 2 and the 3 if you're missing it. And 3 copies of More Than Friends Matsuri and Suzu. It's basically a 3500 chaser that gives your opponent's characters a pay 2 encore as the downside. And 3 copies of the Brainstormer Special Relationship Suzu. Has an on-play effect where you can grab a card in your clock and then put a card from your hand into your clock, and it's a self-rest brainstorm that salvages a Omiko City character. 2 copies of Ayakashi Medium Suzu, which is your Reki, helps you get your level 1 combo. 1 copy of Memories of Her Childhood Suzu. On attack and discard a card, and then look at top 4 to grab a character. 2 copies of this Lucy assist card. Assist level 0s in front of this by 1000, and when you trigger check a gate climax, you can discard a card. If you do, look at top 2 cards of your deck and add 1 to your hand and put the rest into your waiting room. 1 of Matsuri. On play, put a character from your hand into your clock and then look at top 3 to grab any card. Helps you grab any missing pieces or the climax card for your combo. 1 copy of Relieved Suzu, which is your climax swapper. You don't use it for the other effect. 4 copies of your level 1 combo. Moment of Everlasting Summer Suzu. If all your characters are Omiko City, this card gets -1 level and plus 1500 power while in the stage. And then when Rampant Shamelessness is placed on your climax area, if this card is in your center stage, you can search your deck for a Omiko City character, reveal it to your opponent, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Then 2 copies of Super Rare Monstrously High Calorie Dessert Suzu. On play from hand to the stage, this card gets plus 3000 power. And also on play, you can discard a card to reveal the top card of your deck and choose 1 level X or lower character in your waiting room, return it to your hand. X equals to the level of the revealed card. 3 copies of the Secret Art Gender Swap Awakened event. I don't really use it for the first effect, you just use it for the second effect, which is salvaging an Omiko City character. It's basically a level 2 or higher character in your waiting room and returning it to your hand. 2 copies of Friendly Girl Yayoi. When your climax is placed on your climax area, you can choose one of your characters, and that character gets plus 4000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. And when you trigger check a gate, you can put a card from your hand in your waiting room. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. You put up to 1 of them into your, put them on top of your deck in any order and draw up to 1. I'm probably gonna cut that down to 1, but remember, just use this as deck profile as a starting point. Change the ratios, adjust different cards to however you like to, kind of to your playstyle, right? So, 4 copies of Huge Sweet Tooth Suzu. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can put 1 Omiko character from your waiting room to the bottom of your clock, and then you can draw a card. And then it has a climax combo, which is during your climax phase, when Dreamtime is placed on your climax area, you can put this card into your waiting room. If you do, choose 1 Rampant Desire Suzu in your hand and put it on the stage position that this card was on. So it changes into level 3. And then I have 1 backup at level 2, Grammy Hunter Lucy. When you use this card's backup, you can pay 1, put a card from your hand, and put a character from a stage in your waiting room. If you do, choose one of your characters a level higher than your opponent's level and put it into their stock. If you do, put the bottom card of your opponent's stock into your waiting room. So Yeah, I'm debating on taking this card out as well. When I was play testing this deck, a lot of my opponents just, read this card, so I was level 0 and just kept side attacking it, so there wasn't really a chance to change punch back up their early plays. So I'm debating on removing that card as well, maybe. Then I'm running 4 copies of Rampant Desire Suzu. Continuous, this card gets minus 3 levels while on the stage. This card cannot be chosen by your opponent's effects, and when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can choose one character in your clock and put it into your memory, so you heal into memory. And it has a climax combo. When this card attacks, if Dreamtime is your climax area and you have another Omiko City character, choose one of the following effects and perform it. Deal 1 damage to your opponent, or you can heal a card into your waiting room. Then, because the deck doesn't really have an aggressive finisher, I have 2 copies of the off finisher, Fellow Girls Suzu from the trial deck. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you may choose one of your other characters and put it into your stock. And then during the turn that this card is placed on stage from your hand, when this card attacks, you can pay to pitch a card. If you do, deal 4 damage to your opponent. Running 1 copy of Suited Up Suzu. If the Brainstormer Suzu is in your clock, this gets minus 1 level in your hand. And when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can rest one of your characters. If you do, your opponent chooses 1 climax in your waiting room, return all cards from their waiting room except that card to their deck, and shuffle their deck. And then the last 8 cards are the climax cards. 4 copies of Rampant Shamelessness, which is your low 1 combo, and 4 copies of Dreamtime, which is for your low 3 combo. Alright? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Check EncoreDecks.com and the link in the description below to see an overview of this deck build.